Good afternoon, everyone. One note I want to be saying before I let everyone go is that make sure uh, that you continue watching the videos and you keep watching, because there will be every week there will be more updates, and there will be other opportunities for everyone to make sure if there's any questions that I did not make, or there's any point that I did not do. It's very important that you make sure that you let me know, because it's very important that we need to make sure that people's lives matter at the end of the day, and people go back to the life that they used to get at the end of the day. And like I said, this will take time. This is not something easy, that we're used to it. We're not used to the COVID, and we're not used to how things are. And thus we have to make sure that we do our best efforts as much as we can to fight this COVID, and to take it very seriously. If there's any bills that you guys want me to discuss more about it, I'm ready to discuss about it more right now. So is there any bills that you think that it should not be allowed, like bill that has to do with volunteering, another bill that has to be dealing with teacher hiring teachers and making them have tutors around the school. These bills are going to be passed in December, and January there will be more bills that are going to be passed as well. So students have the opportunity to be able to have that chance to make sure to have any discussions or anything that they don't really understand, is to make sure that to help them with that, and making sure that we take very seriously and take your life very seriously. That's our job as a government. That's what we need to do. How many students are going to be allowed in the school? There will be only 10 students that are going to be in person. Like I said, whoever comes first, that person will have a spot in the school. Whoever doesn't come first will be doing online. If the class gets full and your turn did not come, and you don't have that chance to come to the school and have the opportunity, then you won't have that chance, and you won't have the opportunity to come to the school. And that point, you're going to have to be doing online. The rest of the students, they're going to be doing online instead of doing in person. So, like I said, if you want to have opportunity to come to school, you have to come really early. You have to be there on time, or you won't get that chance. And I want everyone to be clear about that, because is it really is understanding that everyone needs to understand that if you want to be in the school, you have to be on time here, and you have to be coming. Your attendance have to be here. That's if you really want to come. But if you don't want to come, then you're going to be forced to do online. But there will be harsh restrictions that will be coming for online students as well. And those bills, they're going to be coming by late December. So it's very important that if you want to be coming online, it's very important that there will be restrictions that will permit you. If you leave the room, then the teacher will know that you left the room. In that point, the teacher will report to the government official that the student was not there. In that point, the student will not be allowed to to come to the school anymore. It's that simple. So there will be harsh laws that will be coming end of December that will permit students from leaving the class. And that will be one of the things that we'll be tackling as a government, to make sure that students, they come to the class and they do not leave the class as much as they can. And that's what we're gonna have to do as a government. Is a lot of work that needs to be done in the next couple of weeks, and that's what one of the bills that we are planning to pass in December, and to make sure that students do come and they don't skip classes as much as they can. Right, teachers also, they gonna have to be coming, and if they're sick and they're not well, they're gonna have to report to the government why they did not come on time. So these things, they are gonna be discussed with me and my party and the government, that we're going to be discussing how we're going to be dealing with these situations in the next couple of weeks, and making sure that students and teachers have the upper hand, and making sure that everyone is working and is doing their job as much as they can, and students are learning at the same time. That is the plan with this government. So I hope people understand where these things are going to be going. At the same time, there will be more bills that are going to be introduced in January and in February. I won't talk about those bills yet. Let's see first in December how things are going to be going. Then we will introduce those bills in January and February, and we will see how those bills go at the end of the day. If you don't listen to those bills, there will be consequences for people who go against the bills of what the government says. So these are the things are going to be done. There will be also fines for students that if you beat up a student in a class, or you do any kind of harm to any student, there will be a fine you're gonna have to pay. You break things in the government building, there will be also fines. So these things is very important that students need to be really understand this, because there will be consequences for doing any harm or doing anything. So I hope people take it very seriously, because there's no room for this. You're coming to the school, you're coming to learn, teachers are coming to teach, government officials are working, premier is working, everyone is doing their job. There's no reason for anyone to do any harm to another person. So this kind of things that we have to, as a government, our responsibility to make sure that everyone is safe and everyone doesn't get hurt, and to make sure that things don't get abused or broken. These are the things that we need to do as a government, and we have to make sure students and teachers and anyone who does these things, they're gonna have to pay that fine. So this is not going to be something as a joke. This is something that's going to be very seriously and needs to be taken very seriously, and has to be accountability for any kind of harm or any kind of harassment or any kind of bullying. All these things are not going to be allowed. There's also going to be behavioral issues, and I'm going to be talking about more of that in the throne speech. So there's a lot that is going to be coming in the throne speech. These are just some of the things that I'm just telling you guys right now, but there will be more that are going to be coming in the coming weeks. So people need to understand that. So that's it. That's all I have to have to say for today. I hope everyone have a great day, and see you on Friday.